right now. Right now I have approximately 70-ish subscribers. I'm just looking at, yeah, I have, oh wait, no. If I go to my page, youtube.com/Marcus Brownlee, just click on the link over there, I have 74 subscribers.
Marques Brownlee, or as he's more often known as MKBHD, really has lived the YouTube dream. He started off as a kid in his bedroom, making videos on his webcam with a passion for reviewing tech. Fast forward to 2020 and Marques runs one of the biggest tech channels in the world and hangs out with the likes of Bill Gates and Elon Musk. I'm pretty sure if you told that 15-year-old kid from New Jersey this would happen, he wouldn't believe you for 1 second.
Just wanted to say thanks. This is the first video I'm uploading to over 10 million subscribers on YouTube.
Where he is right now might seem like a million miles away from where most of us start on YouTube. But in this video we're going to take a closer look at what MKBHD is doing to dominate YouTube and see what the takeaways are for aspiring YouTubers like me or you. Get ready for a Marques Brownlee YouTube masterclass. On this channel I try to get to the bottom of growing on YouTube. And who better to learn from than someone who has built a channel of 10.5 million subscribers doing what he loves. Despite being on YouTube for over 11 years, Marques has not slowed down at all. He's growing by 200,000 subscribers a month at the moment, making him the fastest growing tech channel on YouTube. He also brings in around 50 million views a month as well. If we were looking at that view count in money terms, given the niche he is in is very advertiser friendly, Marques is probably getting paid about $5 for every 1,000 views. This would give him an estimated monthly earnings from ad revenue of $250,000. What's even crazier is that according to Marques himself, ad revenue only makes up 40 or 50% of his income. So that's an estimated total of $500k a month on YouTube, with affiliate marketing, sponsored videos, merch and channel memberships making up the other half. So this guy right here is making millions of dollars every year doing what he loves. So what can we learn from him and apply to our own strategy for YouTube? Let's start out by taking a quick look at his early beginnings on the platform, and then I'll talk through 3 factors behind his YouTube success. After experimenting with YouTube throughout 2008, Marques uploaded his first real video in January 2009. It was a review of a remote control for his HP laptop, which he had just got for Christmas. Although no one was watching, this was the start of something special. Over the next 2 months he would pump out 100 videos, uploading 2 or 3 times a day. These videos were mainly reviews of free PC software by virtue of the fact that he couldn't afford any new tech. Can you guess how many subscribers MKBHD had after uploading 100 videos? 74. No, not 74,000 or even 7,400. Just 74. Leave me a comment below with how many videos you've uploaded and how many subscribers you have. I'd be willing to bet that a lot of you are already ahead of where MKBHD was after 100 videos. This slow growth didn't discourage Marques at all though. One of those 100 videos was his tutorial of the Safari browser being made available on Windows. He woke up the next day to see this video on a few thousand views compared to the usual 20 or 30 views he was getting at the time. This spurred him on to keep uploading. He kept consistent and was determined that nothing would stop him. He even had to apply to the YouTube partnership program 3 times before finally getting accepted. Once he began making some money on his channel, which he could reinvest back into his videos for better production and more tech to review, things really started to take off. He hustled all the way through high school and college, and on February 2014 he had hit his ultimate milestone, 1 million subscribers, and the rest is history. So the first key success factor I want to talk about is how Marques realised the power of search ranking on YouTube. During his first 100 videos, MKBHD made a discovery that was a catalyst in his YouTube growth. To understand how, we need to go back to his Safari for Windows tutorial. As I mentioned, at the time Marques was making random video tutorials on free software. There was no real structure or strategy to his YouTube. He would just cover anything he could get his hands on. His Safari tutorial was the first one that gained real traction. The difference with this video was he released this on the day Safari was made available for Windows. It was then that a 15-year-old MKBHD had realised the importance of timing on YouTube. These extra views came from his video ranking in the YouTube search for a keyword that was seeing heavy traffic on that particular day. Being one of the first to upload and accidentally targeting the keyword Safari for Windows meant Marques's video was on the first page of YouTube results for this search. It's a simple concept really. If you find something that a lot of people are searching for, but that there aren't a lot of videos on, you have a distinct advantage. In business, this is often referred to as an unmet need in a new market, and I think we can look at YouTube the same way. I don't have access to MKBHD's analytics, but I'd be willing to bet that the majority of his views in his first years on YouTube came directly from search. He would review or do tutorials on the latest tech or software he could access and make sure to title his videos as closely to what people were searching for as possible. And it wasn't just new product releases. Other things like frequent problems people were having with certain softwares, or even viral stories in the tech space such as the bending of the iPhone 6. These were all things people searched for in high volume, and Marquez made his strategy around ranking highly on the current tech trends. He's still doing this today. He now has the obvious advantage of having 10 million subscribers, but he is definitely still paying attention to what the tech audience on YouTube are searching for. Fake AirPods have been a pretty big trend recently, and his video "Why is everyone copying AirPods explained" ranks very highly for the keywords AirPod clones, fake AirPods, and copying AirPods. Even though a lot of large YouTubers really don't bother with good SEO practices, it is still definitely central to MKBHD's strategy. The thing is, this applies to all of YouTube, not just tech releases. One of the most powerful ways for small YouTube channels to get views is finding what people are searching for and incorporating those keywords in your titles. So that leaves the question, how do you find what people are searching for? The easiest way to do it is to just pay attention to your niche. See what content people are getting a lot of views with, but also type some words into the YouTube search bar and see what is suggested. This should give you a rough idea. For those taking YouTube a little more seriously, I really recommend a tool called TubeBuddy. So many big YouTubers I know use it, and it's become probably the single most important tool for me over the last year. You can use a function called the Keyword Explorer, where you type in a keyword and you get back data on how many people are searching for it and how competitive it is. TubeBuddy also gives the keyword an overall score rating out of 100, so it's really easy to find good keywords to use in your titles. To the right you can see a list of other related keywords, which is where you may find a term a lot of people are searching for, but perhaps doesn't have a large amount of videos covering it. I'll leave a link to install TubeBuddy on your laptop below. They have a free version, but you'll need a pro account to access all these features. The good news is that if you have under 1,000 subscribers, you can use the code below to get 50% off. Factor number 2 is the fact that Marques Brownlee is a GOAT reviewer. So ranking on YouTube is all well and good, but at the end of the day, the value you bring is the most important thing. MKBHD is of course a tech review channel. So what makes him such a good reviewer? Why do we always check his opinion before buying a product? How does he have this much influence over us? There's a number of things which gives Marques the GOAT level when it comes to reviewing tech. First things first is the fact he really does have a natural aptitude for reviewing. It was clear from a young age this was his passion. I mean, what other 15-year-old makes a video review on a remote control?
So here's the remote itself. I said it fits into the express card slot. This right here, that button, the green button, opens up Windows Media Center. So that's what it does.
Beyond that, one thing that really sets him apart is how universal his content really is. The tech niche is split. There's enthusiasts who care about numbers and performance, the technical capabilities of the product, and then there's your average Joe consumer who just wants to know if it's worth upgrading to the new iPhone or not. Marques provides reviews which cater to both. He doesn't overwhelm us with specs, rather testing the product in a practical everyday fashion that anyone can understand. But he still talks through the engineering and design behind it all. Listen to what he himself has to say about this in an interview from last year.
The best comments you get really, or that I get, are from people who've never seen the videos before. And a lot of times they'll say, oh, you know, these are videos for like the mainstream buyer, like not for the hardcore tech person. But all the information that goes into saying those top level things, the way I said them, came from all the depth of using the device and all the hardcore stuff that I left out.
I also feel he has built up a great reputation for being even-handed over the years. Every product is open to criticism. He can be very harsh on products, even if it's from a company he loves. He also gives products a chance where many others feel they don't deserve one. He has built up a level of trust in his audience. It's almost as if there's a MKBHD seal of approval. People know they're getting an objective review from someone who knows tech inside out. His camera presence helps with all this. He's quite mellow and never too forced. This gives him the impression of someone who knows what he's talking about. When it comes to YouTube, you really have to walk the walk. He may have slick camera shots and a great understanding of how to get his videos found in search, but if he wasn't such a good reviewer, it wouldn't work. Speaking of slick camera shots, that brings us on to our third factor, how his production value is constantly evolving. We can't really talk about MKBHD in a video without mentioning his insane production value. I'm going to put it out there, Marques has the best looking videos on YouTube. He shoots in 8K resolution, his audio is crystal clear, The colour grading is minimal but beautiful, and he really tries to incorporate as much realism as possible into his videos. He wants you to feel like you're there using the phone or laptop yourself. So what's the point here? Not everyone has a $60,000 camera and a whole studio to make their videos. In fact, pretty much no one does. I've previously talked about the importance of starting with what you have on this channel, and Marquez is definitely a great example of this, with his first videos being recorded on his laptop webcam. However, what I really want you to focus on here is how Marquez constantly ups the stakes and improves his content. In the world of tech products, it is often said you evolve or you die, and I think this is also pretty relevant to YouTube. He may have started on a webcam, but by the end of his first year on YouTube, he decided to make all future videos 1080p. This was 2009, remember. I was making videos back then with my Nokia camera phone, and it was probably closer to 1 pixel resolution than 1080. Over the years, he became obsessed with bringing that extra quality to his content. Even now, when his videos are pretty close to flawless, he still wants to improve. I really believe this is the right mindset towards creating on YouTube. You constantly need to evolve your content if you want to stand the test of time. In my opinion, the story of Marquez Brownlee is one of the most inspiring on YouTube. He really is a great example for everyone trying to grow their own channels. His passion for tech, combined with a deep understanding of YouTube, have cemented himself as an OG of the platform, despite still being only 26 years old. He was voted Creator of the Decade at the Shorty Awards, and I think I speak for everyone when I say I can't wait to see what he brings into the next decade of YouTube. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got some great takeaways for your own YouTube channel. Remember to check out TubeBuddy in the description below and leave me a comment with who you'd like me to analyse next. I'm going to aim for 1,000 likes on this one. Let's see if we can hit that. Until the next video, I'll see you at the top.